Jeff, thanks so much for your time today. We're here at Hotel 850 in West Hollywood, and one of the newest hotels in LA and one of the smallest.
That's correct.
Tell us about this little project of yours.
There's a bungalow, an original bungalow from the late 1800s, which is one of the oldest buildings in the city of West Hollywood that we restored. And then behind it built this new building, and it's 23 rooms. And it's a very residential-like and intimate hotel. It's a very unique property that doesn't really exist in West Hollywood.
But even like fireplaces in the rooms and great TVs and really nice designed spacious bathrooms as well.
Thank you. Yeah, so it was important to us, to have fireplaces in all the rooms. It actually does get cold at night in LA, and it's cozy, and it's a fun thing to go to sleep to and cozy up to with a book. And we also have a couple of different public spaces, which is unusual for a smaller hotel. So there's the reception room, which is this little lounge area. Then there's the living room where we serve breakfast, which is also has a big fireplace. And then there's the roof, which we're on right now.
Yeah. So you really you feel like you're in someone's house in this little hotel.
Yes, it is very personal. It's very intimate, very residential, and that was really the purpose of it. I felt like there were so many hotels all competing with each other, and they all have, as beautiful as they may be and as great as some of them might be, there's always a very impersonal, faceless feeling I think that you get in a hotel. And I thought this was a really interesting opportunity. And I actually stayed in a similar hotel in Sicily, in Noto, and I was very unexcited about going there because I thought, I really need all these amenities, even though I never use them. And I ended up staying there, and it was one of my favorite hotel experiences that I've ever had. And this is about 8 years ago, and I thought, God, I really wish I could do something like that in LA. And this opportunity came up, and I thought this would be perfect for that sort of intimate, personal hotel.
So do you think we're getting smaller now, Jeff? Is that the trend? I mean, you own another hotel which is bigger than this one, and you've had hotels in New York that are bigger than this one. Is it getting small? Is small now? Is that what we're after in travel?
I don't know if it's a trend. I know that there's a definite demand for it because I think people crave that personal attention and that feeling. It's hard to do. They're very hard to make money on, quite frankly, because the economies of scale are so much smaller. But I also think they're really fun, pleasant experiences. And if a hotelier has the opportunity to do a small one, I think it's an exciting thing for one.
It's very different than your other hotel up the street, isn't it?
It is very different from those. So my other hotel up the street is the Sunset Tower Hotel, which is this beautiful Grand Dam Art Deco building built in 1929, 81 rooms. It has all these, there's 2 restaurants, a very large gym, a spa. So it's a very different thing.
And you've got some of the most popular hotels in America, literally a stone's throw from you, don't we? Alongside Sunset, you've got new hotels coming as well. But it's really a thriving part of Los Angeles from a hospitality scene, isn't it?
It is a thriving part, and I also feel Hotel 850 is so unique that obviously competition always is scary, but I think our offering is so unique that people who are looking for this kind of experience are never going to be able to find it anywhere else, and especially the new hotels, which are 300 rooms, and it's just a different thing.
Now, you spent a lot of time in New York, and the two markets are very different from a hotel scene, aren't they? This is an example, I think, of what you said, where people do want residential and local. This is very different to some of those big hotels that we see in New York.
That's right. Yeah, and New York really, LA still does not have enough hotels for the demand that we're seeing, whereas New York has too many hotel rooms for the demand. New York is, a fantastic city and has great hotels, but there's just too many hotel rooms for the number of travelers they have.
That's right. Now, you've also worked with some of the best chefs in America as well, and partnered with them and won many awards. And how do you see the LA food scene at the moment? Is it thriving?
It is thriving, and it's very interesting. LA food is extremely clean and simple, I would describe it as. That's what really works in LA. And there's a lot of great new restaurants and walking distance from this hotel, really fun places to go, and it's extremely exciting. It reminds me a bit of New York in the 80s and 90s when I was very young and living there.
So the beauty you have with this little hotel is the fact that you do have great dining experiences literally a stone's throw away, and you haven't had to put a restaurant in.
That's exactly right. So we serve, a beautiful breakfast in the morning, but we really want, because we feel that, everybody's in this hotel to experience the neighborhood and the city, and they can walk to, there's a dozen wonderful hotels within walking distance. And walking in LA is an unusual thing, and that's something that we have. It's one of our unique selling points as well.